Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and I am ready for the season to start, man. Look at us. We jumped up to 74 overall after 2 seasons. Remember, we started at 50, about 53 overall. Now we are at 74 after 2 seasons. We made 2 huge recruiting years, and we turned it into this, man. We are preseason ranked in the top 50 for the first time. And look who's right behind us, FAU, who we play. They come in 50, 88 overall, 90 on offense, 87 on defense. So let's look at where we're supposed to be slated for the preview of this year. So it looks like they're predicting us to finish second to last in the Big 12 Oklahoma division, right in front of Kansas, of course, and that's not really saying much, to be honest. Let's see where they rank us. So they actually predict TCU to finish below us, Kansas, Iowa State, and Texas Tech all to finish below us in the Big 12. They expect us to finish 8th in the whole conference. They have no respect. They don't respect that win that we had last year versus Kansas State. Let's look to see if Alex Brown is on the Heisman watch, and he is. To start the season, he's second behind Sam Darnold, which is surprising because if he's second to start the Heisman watch this year, why was he not on the top 5 to finish the season last year? It possibly is because he got hurt. But look, another FAU. We see FAU everywhere. So let's just see exactly who's on the preseason All-American list. Let's see if we got any of our guys. And right away, Alex Brown is there. But he's the second running back listed behind Singletary for FAU. Can't escape them. Lewis Parker, no doubt, first team All-American. And he's going to be there in the end. You better believe it. Along with Vince Cohen as well. He is going to be looking to build off of quite a big season. 106 tackles. I mean, straight beast in 5 interceptions, 4 pass deflections. And Davis as well. He's going to be looking to build off of a season where he didn't miss any field goals. I think he was perfect. 24 for 24 with the 56-yard long. And Chad Ball, I mean, first team unanimous returner. So let's look at second team. Let's see if we have any second teamers. I don't think we do. No, it doesn't look like we do. But I mean, man, this is going to be an epic season. So before hopping into this first game, Ashton Cohen, let's just look at our depth chart. Ashton Cohen's going to be the starting quarterback. You already know Joshua Rich is going to back him up. Remember, we redshirted him last year, but look at how he progressed. He doesn't look bad. 81 throw power, 76 accuracy, only 1 tick below Cohen, but he's only 67 overall, which, I mean, I don't really care about because I've been a good enough coach to make these guys play higher than their overall. So out the gate, I'm going to put Alex Brown starting running back, obviously, but Jimmy Ward's going to back him up with Singleton as the third string running back. And this is going to be a pretty good backfield here. It's not going to be a committee, but Jimmy Ward is definitely going to be in quite a bit. I'm definitely going to sub out Alex Brown a lot more just so I don't risk injury once again. And Jamel Cooley is going to be the number 1 receiver on the outside. Eddie McCray is actually going to be on the left side of the field, and Kevin Oliver is going to play in the slot with Ben Miller coming in that 4 spot, and then Herman Rogers is actually going to be in the 4 spot more often than not because Ben Miller is the starting at tight end. So when I have tight end sets on the field, Herman Rogers and Lindahl is also going to get on the field. So a lot of these guys are going to get on the field, especially since I'm going to try to speed up the pace in some games. Some games I'll take it slower. It depends on the other defense. You know how it goes. So looking at our defensive line, Todd Williams is definitely going to get the start at left end. But Javon Pennington is going to be in quite a bit because he's going to back up both end positions. Hunter Greggs as well is going to be on the other opposite end. I like his pass rushing moves, man. He's going to be a force in the pass rush. Chris Thomas is actually going to start the season at the defensive tackle. Remember, I had him starting last year. Shane Darby eventually took his spot. But I like what Chris Thomas brought to the table this offseason. I like the hard work he put in with LaRue Wiley. I think LaRue Wiley is kind of on the fence a little bit because I didn't like what I saw in practice. He wasn't really getting after the quarterback too much. So we'll see. I mean, he is a junior. He has the experience, so maybe that experience will leak over into games, but he hasn't had a good offseason of practice. So he's somebody to look out for. Lewis Parker definitely going to be at middle linebacker. But Ron Sands is going to be his backup. He's going to be the second middle linebacker in this 3-4 defense. Dylan Mack is another freshman that we're going to have. Just 3 freshmen up front. I mean, it's going to be quite a party at the quarterback, seeing what these freshmen can do. But he's got 68 acceleration. I hope he progresses a little bit with that. And then John Waters is going to be the first corner. Josh Dunbar is going to be on the left side. He's the freshman All-American coming into his senior season or sophomore season, and Julius Macklin is actually going to play the slot. And then Kamar Rivera, he drops all the way down to the 5th spot because I didn't like what I saw from him last year. He does have higher awareness than most of these guys, but he dropped a lot of interceptions. He missed a lot of tackles. He just wasn't looking good, and in camp he just didn't look good as well. Vince Cohen's going to be at the start of free safety, and Paul Miller, the transfer junior, is going to be the strong safety, and returning kicks is going to be Chad Baugh, and I'm actually going to who's going to back him up. Let's see. John Waters is actually going to be that next guy behind Chad Baugh in line. Let me just switch that up. Waters is definitely going to be a guy that Chad Baugh has got to watch his back for because you never know what can happen. But, man, let's hop into this game. We're going up against Indiana. Remember that epic game last year? This is going to be a good one, so let's get into it. Season 3 underway. Let's go. So, Season 3 is officially underway. Indiana at home. So, here we go. Cohen back out for his second year, his senior season starting for the Marquette Golden Eagles. He's a transfer. He was a junior last year. Now he's a senior. So here we go. Alex Brown getting the carry, getting the pass to start off the game, getting another carry. But now here's a newcomer, Jimmy Ward, getting the ball on the handoff for his first carry. That goes for 6 yards. And once again, on a 3rd and inches, this is one thing that I did want to change about my game. I wanted to make it so that Alex Brown gets a break. So here we go. We got Jimmy Ward back out on the field. 24-yard reception past the 50-yard line. So his first big play of his career. He's got a few years. Remember, he's in the same class as Alex Brown. So here we go. We're inside the goal line this time. Alex Brown back in the game, and he gets into the end zone for the first Marquette touchdown of this 3rd season. Indiana. Remember, this is my old team. That's the reason we're really playing them. But here we go. We're facing a lot of our former guys, and here they are giving it off to Devontae Williams for the nice little carry there. But on a 3rd down, getting it to Fry Fogel. But the defense, my defense is just insane. They are fast. But speaking of fast, Jamel Cooley, the freshman on the outside, gets loose. And he gets into the end zone for the long touchdown. All 6'4", 225 of them gets in for the long pass. Look at that separation on this play. He gets loose, so the freshman, can anybody guard this man? I mean, in practice, he was getting loose on my defense. My defense couldn't guard him. Now in real action, he's getting loose. So here we go. Bitch. We come back out, and look who it is. Another newcomer, Paul Miller. Look at that 95 speed, 96 speed, getting in there for the sack on Peyton Ramsey. I mean, this is going to be a fun defense. I mean, you look at our team. We are kind of stacked now. We went up 20 points over 2 seasons because of strictly recruiting. We recruited a bunch of JUCOs. Paul Miller on the backside of our defense definitely helps with that 96 speed. So here we are blitzing them once again, but they decide to run the ball. But LaRue Wiley gets in for the tackle. So now facing a 3rd and 10. Peyton Ramsey is going to drop back, but this time Whop failure is going to get behind the covers that time. Blown covers that time by Vince Cohen. and they're going to get in for the touchdown. So it is a 7-14 game, and we come back out on offense, giving the ball to Jamel Cooley. I got to admit, that pass, I was literally just testing him, seeing if he could hold on to the ball in traffic, but he passes the test, holds on to the ball. So now facing a 1st and 10 onto the second quarter here, the beginning of the second quarter, and Ben Miller getting a catch that time, getting past about the 36-yard line. So here on a 1st and 10, Kevin Oliver putting a move on the defense that time and getting inside the 20-yard line. So now facing a 1st and 10, Alex Brown, another open hole. He hits a offensive lineman but fumbles on the play, and Indiana takes over. Raekwon Jones gets on that football, and they take over inside the 10-yard line. So on a 2nd and 11, Devontae Williams finds a running lane and gets open past about the 25-yard line. So now facing a 3rd and 8, finding Freifogel again, and this time he gets the first down. So facing a 1st and 10, Peyton Ramsey finding Taseer Mack on the sideline, and the freshman John Waters gives up the 7-yard reception on that one. So facing a 2nd and 3, Devontae Williams. We remember the impact he had with us in that Indiana Dynasty, so you know he's going to be looking to show his old coach what he's got. But this time, Dylan Mack getting in for his first career sack. He's a true freshman. So on a 3rd and long, Watt Fillier gets another reception there, but now they're attempting a long field goal, and that one's not even going to be close. So now Marquette takes over. Alex Brown picking up where he left off last season, putting the move on the defender that time, getting the first down, and Ben Miller getting involved in the running game. So now facing a 2nd and 1, and here's Ben Miller getting the ball on back-to-back plays, moving the chains. So now facing a 3rd and 10. This offense is just dynamic. I mean, take Alex Brown off the field. We got our boy backing him up now. And here is Ashton Cohen finding Kevin Oliver for the touchdown that time. So now Marquette is up 21-7 before the half, and it's a minute and a half left in this half. So now Sean Bonner getting the reception that time over Vince Cohen. So now facing a 1st and 10, Peyton Ramsey going to throw over the middle. That time Vince Cohen's not going to be there in time. So Devontae Williams gets the reception for the first down, and now facing 1st and 10, all day to throw the ball. He throws it deep into Taseer Mack, gonna get in for the tackle. So now inside the 10-yard line of facing a 1st and goal, and they attempt a screen play, but Vince Cohen sniffs that one out and runs it all the way back for the touchdown. And Indiana thought they had us on our heels, but we capitalized. So now that's a swing. I mean, we are up 28-7 at halftime. So now, I mean, Indiana's going to just throw the ball. That's all they're doing. They're just throwing the ball because they know they're down by 3 touchdowns. But now getting the screen pass to Devontae Williams doesn't do anything. So this defense, I mean, just haunting the Indiana Hoosiers' nightmares. And here we go, 3rd and 4. 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, finding Ben Miller across the first down marker. So now here is Jimmy Ward getting the handoff. He's getting a lot of carries in this game. Here he is going for an 8-yard run this time. So he's got 20 yards rushing on this point to this point. And Alex Brown on a 3rd and 2. We do get him inside the red zone, but he gets stopped before the first down marker. So we do have to settle for a field goal. But this is a 31-7 lead. I mean, Peyton Ramsey cannot do anything. And there is that man, Hunter Greggs. We said we wanted him specifically for pass rush. And here, once again, the pass rush is just too much. And the other freshman, Todd Williams, in for that sack. So, man, I mean, this pass rush is just unbelievable. But on the next possession, facing a 2nd and 12, Jamel Cooley. I mean, can you say enough about these freshmen? He is an 1 overall receiver at freshman. Absolute dime that time by Ashton Cohen, getting it to the receiver, Jamel Cooley. And Jamel Cooley, I mean, he's well over 100 yards at this point, 3 receptions, and I mean, we busted this lead wide open. It is 38-7, and Indiana just trying to do something on offense, because I mean, this game is over. I mean, let's be honest, this game is over. There's John Waters getting his first deflection of his collegiate career. So facing a 3rd and 3, I mean, this defense so fast. I'm telling you, this defense is so fast. Paul Miller is just a game changer at strong safety. 96 speed, a JUCO junior. He is just an animal. I mean, he may not have the best attributes, but that 96 speed just makes the world of difference. I mean, I can't lie. It just makes such a big difference. So now getting into the 4th quarter, 4.5 minutes left. We subbed our offense out. We subbed our defense out. We have both the second team offense and second team defense in. So now Herman Rogers getting the call on that one, and Joshua Rich hands it off to Jimmy Ward. Jimmy Ward runs into the end zone for the touchdown. So it is 45-10 up to this point, and Hunter Greggs gets his 2nd sack of his young collegiate career in his first game. 2 sacks. You can't ask for more, but to round it out, you know we got to give our All-American those props. Lewis Parker, look at the route he takes to the quarterback, swallows him up, and man, that is gonna do it. 45-10 in this game. I mean, Jimmy Ward, I cannot say enough what it's like to have a backup running back that can just do just as good as Alex Brown. And he's a different type of running back. He has speed, but he's a power back. I mean, a lot of these runs he was dragging guys, but Jamel Cooley, the freshman, 6'4", 225, who can guard him? 2 touchdowns. 80 yards was his longest one. I mean, just a straight beast. And I didn't even have to throw to him a whole lot. It's just that when he got the ball, he made a difference. The defense couldn't stop him. But I mean, the story of this game is our defensive line. I mean, Hunter Greggs, Dylan Mack, Todd Williams, all these guys, Paul Miller coming in from the strong safety position, just making so many stops. I mean, they couldn't do anything on offense. They scored 10 points. This was easily our best game defensively at Marquette, and it's only the first game of the season, so you know, I'm kind of concerned a little bit because I don't want it to get a little easy on me, but I mean, maybe it's just a product of how good these guys are. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. We'll find out coming up soon. We're going into a couple of tough matches. We got Wisconsin next week, then Texas. So let's get into it. Let's go.